It's Friday. You know what that means. Episode 8 of It's Friday in the Sea House. Welcome back, everybody. Before we get started, I just want to give a huge thank you. It's been Teacher Staff Appreciation Week all this week at Central and throughout the land. Our good friends at Rosati's, Matt and Jenny Smith, who always take such good care of us here at Central, hooked all of our staff each up with $10 gift cards. Cannot wait to go spend this on my absolute favorite deep dish pizza. Now you have to understand something. I lived in Chicago for a number of years, so I know a little bit about deep dish pizza. It doesn't get any better than what you can get at Rosati's. So thanks, Matt and Jenny, for hooking up our whole staff. Also, a special thank to FCAB, the Forsyth Central Activity Boosters, for hooking us all up with these sweet visors. Can't wait to put on this visor, go get a deep dish, and enjoy a little sun this weekend. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week and Staff Appreciation Week to all of our members of the Sea House family. Well, as promised, we do have some big breaking news for our seniors. We are going to be able to distribute caps and gowns Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. We're going to have to use a drive-through method. We still are not going to let students into the school building. But we do have some volunteer teachers, and of course, Miss Richards and Miss Dean, our wonderful senior sponsors, have organized a great way for you guys to come pick up your caps and gowns if you want to have those to take some pictures throughout the summer. Now, to pull this off, we've got to follow some very strict guidelines so that we don't disrupt traffic patterns out in front of the school and so we can get you through here swiftly. This is not going to be a time to get out of your cars and hang out. You're going to stay in your cars for this whole exchange. Let's go to the slides here to give you a little bit more detail. We're going to have a drive-through type of pickup for caps and gowns next week. And as you can see, Wednesday, May 13th is our first day. Anybody whose last name begins with an A through G can come to campus. We're going to show you a map in just a second so that we make sure we do this in an orderly fashion. But we're going to have you come onto campus on the east side of campus, and you're going to just drive through by the front lobby and pick up your cap and gown. That's Wednesday, May 13th, if your last name begins with A through G. If your last name starts with an H through an O, you're going to be able to do this on Thursday. And if your last name begins with a P through Z, you're going to be able to pick yours up on Friday afternoon. Each of these days, the drive-thru is going to be open from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now, when you get here, make sure you've got a picture ID as well as your student ID number. If you can't make it, and you're going to send somebody to pick your stuff up, it has to be mom, dad, or your guardian. They too will need ID if you're not with them, and they will need to bring your student ID number so that we can verify as we hand out your caps and gowns. When it's your time to come pick up your cap and gown, you're going to enter from Tribble Gap. You're going to come onto our east campus. That's right across the street from the post office. You can't pull right into the lobby, though, because we're going to probably have a whole lot of people coming during that 3 to 6 time period. So, when you turn into our campus, once you're in here, you're going to take an immediate right. When you're in that student parking lot, an immediate right, and you're going to go all the way around, just like we do on mornings of school at drop-off time. You're going to go all the way down past the portable classrooms to the arena, and then you're going to turn and wrap back around here up in front of the east lobby. Once you pull up to the east lobby doors, someone will be there to meet you to come out, verify your identity, and then give you your cap and gown, as well as a little senior present that we have for you this year. Once you get your senior present, your cap and gown, you are good to go and immediately exit onto Tribble Gap Road. Now, we are so excited to see you guys, and I know your senior sponsors and the other teachers that are helping out that day. But again, this is not a time to socialize. We've got to keep our social distance. We just know how badly you guys want to get out there with caps and gowns on and get pictures. This is not going to be the time that you get your cords or your honor stoles or any of that sort of regalia. This is simply your cap and gown and, like I said, a little senior present that we have for you all. You'll get all that other graduation bling the week before graduation when we have our grad practice on July 29th. Now, without further instruction, let's go ahead and bring in our seniors today for their senior moments. Well, as promised, we've got some of the best athletes in Sea House history here with us today. They're going to share a little bit about their career here at the school and some of their favorite senior moments. So, Let's start out with Tesse. Tesse, tell us what's going on.
Hi, hi everyone. I'm Tesse Ajabo. I played varsity basketball for 4 years at Forsyth Central High School, and next year I plan on playing basketball at Oglethorpe University and studying business.
Well, congratulations, Tesse.
My name is Ripley Kurtz. I play basketball. I played varsity basketball at Central for 3 years, and I plan on going to UGA next year to study business.
All right, now, did you have any other family members that may have come through the hallways here at one time or another?
Yes, I have 3 siblings, and they all came to Central before me. My brother, he played basketball for Central, and so did my sister, Sophie. And they both went off to college to study as well.
So let's just settle this debate here for us right now, Ripley. Who is the baller of you three? Come on, who's got the game, huh?
Me, they're out of their days.
No doubt. I think that there's no doubt in my mind that you are absolutely the second best basketball player after your sister in the family.
Whoa.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Ladimok, and I played varsity soccer here at Central for 3 years. And next year, I'm going to be going to UGA, and I'm going to be studying to be a speech pathologist.
Great. All right. Up next, big bad Jake Bratz. Jake, you out there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi. Well, I played football and basketball here or at Central for 4 years, and then I played track for 1 year. And then I'm going to Barry College next year to play football and study business.
Well, that's awesome. All right. As some of the premier athletes at our school, I'm sure you guys are students of history when it comes to your sport or sports in general, and I'm pretty sure that you're gonna be able to recognize these icons or the greatest that ever lived in these different sports. So we're going to play a little game, making sure that you can name the icons or the legend of each sport that I bring up. Everybody at home, we invite you to pull out a piece of paper and join along, and we'll see who can get all these correct. You guys ready to play?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some consider to be the greatest golfer of all time. Some would say the best tennis player in women's tennis history. When it comes to boxing, there have been a lot of greats, but only one is the greatest. In the world of women's basketball, a lot of debate over this one, but the one that I say is the greatest of all time is this lady. Women's soccer, this is the lady who really became the face of USA Soccer, put the sport on the map in America. And who's the greatest basketball player on the men's side of all time? There's really no question. This guy right here. And hopefully everybody's watching the special, The Last Dance. And the bonus question, who is the greatest football coach of all time? Amateur or professional, who is the greatest football coach of all time? Now, are any of you guys golfers? Oh my goodness.
I know two. I went to the Masters one time, but I don't know any players.
You don't know any players in the game of golf, Jake?
I know Jordan Spieth and Tiger.
All right, so if I were to say the most iconic golfer of all time, what would you say?
Tiger.
Tiger, yeah, that would be the right answer. Ripley?
Hello, I'm here.
All right, you got to tell us who's the greatest female tennis player of all time.
Serena Williams.
Serena Williams. Ding, 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 ding. Tessa, do you know who that iconic boxer is?
I do.
And who is it?
It's Muhammad Ali.
Yes, the greatest of all time. All right, Ripley, tell us, who is the greatest female basketball player of all time? You don't know, do you?
I don't know that one.
Tessa, come in here and help him out.
Okay, let me help you out, Ripley. That is the famous Maya Moore.
That's right, Maya Moore of UConn, of the WNBA, and before that, of Collins Hill High School. right here in Georgia. All right, Gabby. Gabby, don't do me wrong on this. You're the face of Central Soccer. Who's the face of American soccer?
Mia Hamm.
Mia Hamm. Very good. All right, you're doing my heart better. The greatest basketball player of all time. You know what? Ripley, you lost your chance at answering this one. So, Tessé, I'm bringing you back. Who is the greatest basketball player of all time?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Absolutely. I'm going with you because I know Jake Bretz was going to tell us LeBron James, weren't you, Jake? So we're going to stay with MJ. All right, so Jake, college, pro, high school, whatever it is out there, who do you believe is probably the greatest football coach in history?
I'd have to say Nick Saban or Bill Belichick.
Oh my God, you got to be kidding me. No, that's the wrong answer, Jake, on both counts. The real answer is this guy who you should know.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. How?
You know what? Obviously you knew that. Now, there is a close second to him. Do you know who this guy is?
No.
You don't know that guy. Well, that guy is the all-time winningest coach in college football of my beloved Florida State Seminoles. That's Bobby Bowden, Jake. Well, obviously we've got great athletes, but they haven't maybe studied their sports or studied the history of sport the way they should. But you know what? They're all going to college next year, so there's time to do that. Hope you enjoyed that part. Hope you scored better than these guys did. Now let's hear about their senior experiences. So obviously during this coronavirus time, it's been hard. Schoolwork's not been an easy thing. Do you have any teachers that stand out in your mind that have really killed it during this time period, really done a great job?
Honestly, my AP Literature teacher, Dr. Luero Hester, she has always been on top of all of us because our AP exam is in 3 weeks. And so she's really making sure we're writing essays every single week. And like going back with her, we actually had a Zoom meeting today about just explaining all of the different things. Her and her partner make videos to explain the passages. So I just think that I think I'm going to be really prepared for the AP exam whenever it comes around.
I think my math teacher, Miss Rosado, has done a very good job. Every day she provides videos and FRQs for us to practice on with answer keys like the day after. So I think she's done a good job of setting us up for the exam.
I think all my teachers have done a great job, but Miss Rodriguez, she just gives the longest like I guess like letter or something on It's Learning.
Like the feedback.
And she just really cares about us, and it just breaks her heart that she can't see us every day. Yeah, we miss her.
I'd have to give out a huge shout out to Miss Pope. She's my AP Lit teacher. Like during this time, like communication can be a little bit off, and a lot of stuff can get lost in translation. But she's been communicating with us like every single day, making sure that we understand what we need to do, what we need to be doing, and like she's been helping us prepare for our AP exams, which is coming up shortly, just like Gabby said. And so she's just doing a really good job of like communicating with us and getting our grades in on time because that's important too. So
yeah. Great. Okay, last question, the $1 million question. Can you pick out one moment through your 4 years in high school that will be the thing you take with you forever?
I mean, I think the most obvious one is probably the dome coming last year, or maybe the North game.
Well, explain what happened at dome coming last year for people that may not know what you're talking about.
So it's our homecoming, but it's in our dome gym, so we call it dome coming, and it was our last home game of the year, and we had Coach Durst, it was his last season, also his last home game ever, and I mean, it was senior night as well. It was just crazy, and it was tied. I think it was tied, right? Or we were losing, and it was 4 seconds left. We drew up this play, and the play it went bad. It went terrible, and then somehow our senior got the ball and shot at half court and made it and won the game for us. It made Sports Center.
It did. Awesome. That was a special night for sure. Yeah. Thanks, Jake. Ripley?
I think I would have to go with dome coming too. That's what will stick with me.
Yeah. Gio, right? Wasn't it Gio that hit that shot?
Yeah.
That was a big night. It was a huge crowd. I can remember as Ronnie Muratori jumping from the balcony. I went from being overjoyed to having a heart attack in one fell swoop. But yeah, that was pretty awesome. Gabby, how about for you? A special moment?
Honestly, that was a peak in high school, but I also think experiencing prom, I think that was one of the biggest things. Just being able to go, like we rented a limo and went all out. So I think that was really fun.
I think the moment that really sticks out to me is the region championship game, and like just looking out at all the people who came to support us, and just like seeing the student section and all the bleachers being filled. It really reminded me that there's a whole community that's rallying behind you, even if you don't notice it at all times. Like there's a lot of support that people will show. So that was like a major moment for me.
Well, that was a pretty awesome stroll down memory lane there. Appreciate you guys giving us the time to come on here with us. We got a lot to celebrate and have had a lot to celebrate in your 4 years here. And the four of you are a big reason why. In each of the sports that you play, you have helped take Central really from a place 4 years ago where we weren't really well thought of to a place where you're respected throughout the county and throughout the state. So thank you guys. It was awesome seeing you, and just know I love you guys. All right, take care. Well, we've had a great Teacher and Staff Appreciation Week. We also got to hear from some of our great student athletes who graced the halls of Central and in the gyms and fields of Central for the last 4 years. They have wonderful stories to share, and so much of what they shared are my great memories too of this place. As we bring this week to an end, I also want to share with everybody some great news, not just for seniors, but for all of our students. Beginning the week of May 18th, we're going to be able to bring folks back in small groups to be able to clean out lockers and get your personal belongings. So that's going to kick in the week of May 18th. We're going to come back next week with all of our detailed plans for that, just like we shared with you about seniors picking up caps and gowns. So until then, keep hitting the books or the laptops and Chromebooks. Finish this race that you've been on, and know that we have so much to be grateful for and to celebrate. But when we celebrate, let's do it without the drugs and alcohol. Make sure you call or text when you get where you're going. And remember, nothing good happens after midnight. We love you guys. I'm now throwing on my visor, grabbing my gift card, and heading to Rosati's. Go Dogs. Arr!